Lord Zedd, one of the most powerful Power Rangers villains of all time. The history of this villain goes back thousands of years when he was Zofran, the ancient guardian of Elter and the mentor of Zardes and Zordon. He proclaimed himself Emperor of Evil and enslaved Golder and Rita for his purposes of conquest in the universe. At that time, Lord Zedd tried to take the Zeo crystal to use them in his evil plans, but the crystal had a protection against the forces of evil, and this caused all his skin to burn. This is why Lord Zedd has no skin and his body shows the inside of his body, such as the fiber of his muscles and his exposed brain. He also wears a crown embedded in his body with a long tip that has a Z at the end. He carries a staff with the Z at the tip, which helps him channel all his power. His face is covered by a red visor and a kind of metallic mask in his mouth. After so many years of conquering worlds, Lord Zedd comes across Earth. He didn't think it was important enough to be worth his attention, so he sends Rita and Golder to conquer it. After so many failures by Rita, Lord Zedd arrives on Earth and punishes Rita by shrinking her and locking her in a space junk capsule and throws her into the depths of space. Lord Zedd began to fight the Power Rangers and managed to destroy the Zords, but Zordon and the Power Rangers managed to transform the remains into the Thunder Zords. These Zords were more powerful than the previous Zords, so they were able to start a good fight against Lord Zedd. In a desperate attempt, Lord Zedd tries to make Kimberly the Pink Power Ranger his wife, and to convert her he sent Golder to brainwash her. Kimberly started to fall for Golder's words, but in the end, it was just a deception Kimberly did to give the Power Rangers more time to rescue her, and since then Lord Zedd feels more hatred for the Pink Power Ranger. One day, Lord Zedd tried to create a group of evil rangers, but Tommy the Green Ranger stopped him to save those humans that Zedd was controlling. Then, as revenge, Lord Zedd vowed to destroy the Green Ranger, and in this he succeeded. Then he wanted to cast a spell on him and make him his heir to the throne, but Zordon got there first and turned Tommy into the White Ranger. Due to the strong battles that Lord Zedd had with the Power Rangers, he had to dig up a powerful war machine called Serpentera, which could easily crush the Rangers' Zords, but had the disadvantage that it consumed a lot of their power and the machine could only battle for short periods of time. Given this, Lord Zedd had to take his centennial recharge moment, and it is at this moment that Rita manages to escape from the capsule and returns to the moon, where she puts a love potion in Lord Zedd's sleep machine. As soon as Zedd wakes up, he quickly falls in love with Rita. However, the potion did not work as Rita had hoped, because Lord Zedd would not allow himself to be manipulated. Now with Lord Zedd and Rita fighting together against the Power Rangers, the fights became more difficult for the Rangers. They even managed to create an evil Tommy and even sent the Rangers to the past. Then, Rita's father arrived to the moon, and between the three of them they managed to defeat the Power Rangers, destroying their command center in a failed attempt to obtain the Zeo crystal, although this victory would not last long, because then came the Empire of the Machines. After several battles against the Machine Empire and some more against the Power Rangers, Lord Zedd and Rita gave up and disappeared for a while. Then in the final battle, where Dark Spectre has a great meeting of evil, Lord Zedd and Rita appear to help in the battle and are sent to defeat the Gold Ranger. At the moment they catch him, Zordon's sacrifice happens and both are transformed to human beings, and they still kept their love. A love that led them to have a son named Trax, who was born before these events and was upset that his parents were lost in kindness. After many years in the saga of Dino Fury, Lord Zedd is resurrected. Although the last time he was seen was in his human form, it is said that they revived his evil side before the wedding with Rita, an eviler and darker Lord Zedd with a more destructive power. In these new battles against the Power Rangers, he almost managed to defeat them, but failed, so he teleported away, swearing that someday he will return. After several attempts to destroy the Dino Fury Rangers, Lord Zedd was locked in a glass container by the Morphin Masters, and we all thought that this was going to be the end of this powerful villain. Unfortunately, Lord Zedd escaped and a great epic battle began in which the Morphin Masters had to fight together with the Dino Fury Rangers. Because Zyto had passed away, the Morphin Masters had to revive him for a limited time so that he could help them in the battle. This was the end of the Dino Fury season, and it was also the beginning of the Cosmic Fury season, in which we would later see Lord Zedd in one of his best moments as a villain. Lord Zedd had made an alliance with another villain who owned a giant company, and with their large machines they could extract energy from planets to be able to create large armies. Lord Zedd wanted to take advantage of all that power to trap the Morphin Master and use all the energy for him to have a transformation. One of Lord Zedd's allies had created a machine that could trap anyone, so he used this technology to enclose the Morphin Masters in a tube and later be able to use all that combined energy. In order to destroy the Dino Fury Rangers, what he did was to transform the Blue Ranger back into a villain, since Lord Zedd had previously bewitched him, and this had worked very well in his evil plans. Lord Zedd took it upon himself to destroy the statues that connected the Rangers to the power and also almost destroyed the command center. Throughout this season of Cosmic Fury, Lord Zedd remained the leader, and we didn't see him fight as many times as he did in Dino Fury. He even managed to build a new castle on the planet Elter and also managed to lock up almost all the Power Rangers on Earth. This time Lord Zedd was conquering everything, and then he built a throne that managed to channel the power of the Morphin Masters. In this way Lord Zedd transformed into Master Zedd, and he was so powerful that he wanted Dark Spectre to have seen him. He was so powerful that he destroyed the new Cosmic Fury Zords as if they were toys, and the Rangers were no longer a match for him. We could see that Master Zedd's body was now different, and we could tell that he was very powerful physically. Despite all this power, the other villain he had made an alliance with had been deceiving him all this time and had been setting him up from the beginning. She wanted Lord Zedd to use the power of the Morphin Masters and then trapped him with the same machine that he had trapped the Morphin Masters before. After the Rangers defeated this villainess, Zyto, now turned into a Morphin Master, took the Rangers inside the crystal tube in which Master Zedd was locked to try to convince him to release the Morphin Master's power. After this, Zyto teleported Lord Zedd to a planet where people's fears torment them, and there, we could see that Lord Zedd's worst nightmare was having to be Rita's servant. If you like this video, like and subscribe to our channel for more content.